It's Don, and it's Tesla time again. So this morning we got a call from Duke Progress. You might remember several weeks ago I talked about time of use for your home, our home power. And I called Duke, and they said, they'd come out and put in a new meter in so that we could switch from flat rate to time of use. So we got a call from Duke, and they're on their way this morning. So Marianne mentioned to the boys that we're going to lose power this morning for about 5 minutes, and you should have seen the reactions. Why didn't we video this? You would have thought we were asking them to jump off a cliff, do without electricity for 5 minutes. This is a truly first world problem. No internet.
Joey, how do you feel about losing electricity for 5 minutes? That's what I thought. Don got to go to the Triangle Tesla Owners Meetup while the boys and I did our Tae Kwon Do testing.
So today I was able to attend the Triangle Tesla Owners Club meetup held in Cary, and I was quite happy to see when I got there were like 15 cars, Teslas there. There were 3 Model X's, ours, a white one, and a blue one. The white one had 6 seats, white on white, very pretty. And I talked to the owner, his name's Chris, and he's a really nice guy and gave me some tips. There were a lot of oohs and ahs, I should say, over the console. I would say some people definitely liked the console, and then there were some people who thought it was taking up a little bit too much legroom. And I agree. The console is not for everybody. It sort of depends on what your priority is. For us, with 4 people in the car most of the time, I think it'll be fine. Anyway, unfortunately, it had rained on the way and got Ruby all dirty. And then, of course, we were there for about a half hour chit-chatting and talking, and then it rained again, and that pretty much put an end to it. But everybody said that was the largest meetup they have had so far, so everybody was really stoked and enthused. So hopefully we'll have another one real soon.
So we called Tesla customer support about the time in our car still being on California time, and they were able to help us in just a couple of minutes. We had everything straightened out. First, they had us push in and hold both the scroll buttons on the steering wheel until the screen went black, and then until the Tesla logo came up, then let go. Unfortunately, when it finished the reboot, it was still the wrong time. So then she had us tap on the time itself on the touchscreen 3 times to see if that would fix it, and voila, it fixed it right away. So we're good to go. It's really 5 p.m. East Coast time on Saturday afternoon now, and we're all set with the time in our vehicle. Yay! So Don's driving, and he has on autopilot, and we are stopped in traffic with a car in front of us at a stoplight, and the car just took autopilot off. Stopped us, and now it's taken back off, and Don has not done anything but keep his hands on the wheel.
Well, only
like a good boy, like he's supposed to, in case he needs to take over.
Right.
But that was way cool and what we expected it to do.
That's right. And I should say that it stopped. I was following this black car to the traffic light, and the traffic light turned red, and the car in front of me, the black car, slowed down and stopped like a normal car. The Tesla stopped just like a normal car. Everything was fine, and it stopped, you know, a car length away from the black car, and then the car took off. And of course the Tesla, after I have the distance set pretty high, but it took off right after it. And now we've just changed from 45 miles an hour speed limit to 55, and it detected that change and raised it up to 55. I'm holding the steering wheel. Cool.
So I guess the thing to point out though is that it didn't know anything about the stoplight per se.
No, it can't see the stoplight. It only stopped because the car in front of me stopped. The Tesla will drive in stop and go traffic like that just fine. So if you're in stop and go traffic, it will simply tag along behind the car in front of you, keeping the appropriate distance.
That's way cool.
Yep,
that's our first time watching it do that.
Yep,
way
that
cool.
Was the first time.
So this is the route I'm going to be taking the boys to school on in the fall.
Yep.
And so the car's ability to handle the stop and go traffic during morning rush hour is going to be very convenient. Don has it in autopilot. It's a 45 mile an hour zone, but we're currently doing 38. It's been stopping and speeding up based on the distance of the car in front of us in the lane. It's been handling that and doing a really good job.
Now see how it does this wacky curve. Yeah, it did fine. This merging's be pretty tricky.
Right, but you're just going to stay in your lane.
Now it just slowed down to 35 again.
It must think the speed limit changed there.
Right, it probably did. It's just we never noticed because we always go flying around that curve.
Right, I would say that the normal driver there does not slow down as it comes around the corner. I guess that's one of the things Don and I have talked about, is that it's one thing for the speed limit's really 45 here according to that speed limit sign, but the car thinks it's 35.
Now
there it is. There. It just switched to 45 again. So, but one of the things that concerns me and Don is that the car, so here's a red light. Don's going to have to take it out of autopilot and press on the brake to stop the car.
Right.
But one of the things that concerns us is that the car may do everything just right, but it still not be what a normal driver would do. And therefore all the other people still driving their regular old car, they might get surprised. Like, you know, we don't slam on the brake. Well, we don't put the brake on pretty hard when we drop from 45 to 35. We're likely to just gradually slow down, not, oh, there's the speed limit sign, we're stopping now. You know, if there was somebody following pretty close, that might take them off, you know, that might take them by surprise, so.
Right.